Well, a friend of mine I just saw on Facebook posted his coming out story. And I know for him it's been really, really rough. And so, with him being like one of my closest friends at my school, I decided, even though like everybody at my school thinks, already knows, but this is my coming out story. I think it was the beginning of the seventh grade. No, it was the summer before seventh grade, which I'm a sophomore now, so it was, what, 4 years ago? Well, I had a friend from Las Vegas. She was up here, and like she came out that she was like lesbian and whatever. And suddenly, like all at once, it's like this makes sense. Like I'm not alone. I just felt so alone. And then like after meeting her, like I had so much more confidence in myself that um I was able to come out, I guess. And it didn't really I didn't be like, I'm bisexual, don't tell anybody. No, I was more like somebody came up to me. No, I was at a party and I went up to this girl and I was like, I think you're fucking hot. Just bluntly like just put it out there. And this guy looks at me and goes, well, are you bi then? And I'm just like, yeah. And the first thing that always comes to a guy's mind is, oh, you're bi, let's have a threesome. That was the first thing that was said to me. And then later that summer, I told somebody at my school, a girl that used to be my friend, and she went out and told everybody. Like, and like it just spread like wildfire. And that year I did football too, and so like it was just like, oh my god, she's not just bisexual, she's a fucking lesbian, like all this shit. And people didn't, at my school, because I live in such a small town, people's minds are so closed. Like, I was just automatically pushed out of everything. The girls wanted me to change in the bathroom, like all this shit. And then it's like, seriously, none of you guys have to understand that, like, I'm not you, you're not my type. And I'm just because I'm bisexual doesn't mean I'm gonna go after every girl I see. I go after who I want to go after. Just because you've got a vagina doesn't mean, oh my god, I want it. No. And honestly, like, I've had a couple girlfriends here and there. I think in total, I don't even remember. I think it's like 6, 8, something like that. Girlfriends? I don't even remember. Somebody will ask me, it'll probably be a different number. I'll just come up with some random number at that point in time. But, I've had quite a few. And just about every single one I've had has left me for a guy. So, like, some people, I hear some girls that are like, oh, I became lesbian because girls are so much less drama than guys. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? No. No. It does not work that way. No. Seriously? No. Every girl I've been with, except one, which is my first girlfriend, dumped me for another guy. One girl, my last girlfriend, dumped me for a guy considered my brother. And he already had a different girlfriend. And then cheated on her with me. The girl I broke up with. Interesting. But either way, like, how do I put it? It all starts out like you feel so alone. And I know I was bullied quite a bit anyway. Ouch. No, just feeling. Some people are like, oh, you went bullied with the crap and like all this, and I'd be like, it's more of even just giving somebody the cold shoulder can mean so much more than what you say. And when I came out, all the girls gave me the cold shoulder, and then like there's shit that would be said, and like it just adds up, and then people get mad at me because like I've gotten used to being called names and whatever, like a whore and all this shit. Which those are the whore, slut, skank. Those are like the last words I can ever stand to be called at all. Somebody at my house. And I know one girl got mad at me this year because like faggot does not offend me. I know it offends some people, but a lot of my like gay lesbian friends, everybody calls everybody else faggot. Like we don't even care. It gets to the point where it's just like, well, I'm gonna call somebody else a faggot that's already a faggot, and they're gonna call me a faggot back. And like, there's a lot of other people like straight people that used to call me a faggot, and used to take it offensively. That don't. I'm coming. And my mother. But I don't really know how to put it. Like, there's some words that after a while it's just call me a faggot. Congratulations, I'm a faggot. So are you. Then I call everybody a faggot. Like somebody come up to me and be like nudging me and be like, bitch, and first reaction is like, you fucking faggot. Or like a friend of mine, we'd be playing video games or something at my friends and lose, or they'd beat me. Oh, and they beat me. It's like, oh, you fucking faggot. Like, I don't mean it offensively, but it's just one of those things you say. Like, I remember when a lot of people are like, oh, that's so retarded, or that's so gay. Like, it's one of those that, like, oh shit, that, I don't know. But I guess in the end, I know I bounce around a lot. In the end, it all just means the same thing. K LKNG. Love knows no gender. I think a friend of mine got me to say that. April. Shout out. Whee! But I mean, I know I've changed people's lives because I know people from across the country that are like that I meet on my yearbook or DeviantArt or Facebook, and it's how did you have the strength to come out like in such a small town? Because when you live in a small town, you know how it feels like where everybody's like knows your business. Like in a big town, there's like so many people you go to school with, you don't know jack squat about them. You don't even know their name. You go to my school, 60 kids in our high school. Everybody knows your name. Everybody knows where you live. And everybody knows what the fuck's going on in your life. But like I put this out there, but I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh my god," and like say crap on it. But then there's other people that will be like, "You're such an inspiration." And I know since I came out and then I got past my rough 8th grade year, um, I've been trying to do nothing else but be something for everybody else. Be that inspiration, be that person to talk to, just about anything. Be that person that somebody can trust, because that's the one thing I fought the most growing up is telling somebody something. Like the first girl I told that I was bisexual, because I was like, "You're my best friend, you know. Can you keep this on the down low? I just need somebody to talk to about this." And from the beginning, and so then you got to the point where it's like I can't trust anybody. Why not just? I'm just gonna have to tell everybody. And so I want to be that person for other people. So, do you see this? You know, I'll put a link to my DeviantArt. I'll put a link to my Facebook. You know, don't be afraid to add me. Don't be afraid to message me or anything. I'll always talk to people. But yeah, thanks.